Hi, I am Dee from Embodied Sexuality Tarot. I'm a certified sexologist, Reiki master, and divinator. Here on this channel, I bridge spirituality and practicality as it relates to body and spirit, relationship with self, and relationship with others. Okay, if that interests you, feel free to check out any of my other content on my channel. So this reading is going to be a pick a card. All right, I'm feeling the summer love. I'm single right now at the filming, but I just feel like somebody's coming in. I'm just feeling the energy of summer, okay? No matter what time you're watching this, it's totally fine, but just right now, I just feel the energy of love or intimacy or connection is just up. All right, so I want to do this pick a card so we can check out what person is coming towards you, what they're like, and what that relationship's going to be. So let's just tune in to that. All right, so I'm going to draw the cards and then I'll show you the stuff. All right, these are the piles. We've got pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. All right, take a few meditative breaths. Let your intuition pick a pile for you, and then go ahead and see the timestamp with your reading. See you there. So that's 3, that's 2. All right, so we are on pile number 1 here. Unfortunately, some of these stones are gifts. A lot of my stones are gifts, and so I don't know what all of them are. So actually, none of the stones here, I have no idea what they are. So sorry about that. Anyway, all right. So the first card here for the person coming towards you. Ooh! You got you a King of Cups. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love a King of Cups. Okay, first things first. Cups energy symbolizes the water signs. They don't have to be. They could just have water in their chart. But it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, but this is somebody connected to their feelings. They have a great sense of possibly empathy, emotional intelligence. Okay, they connect to people emotionally. That's how they relate. That's their language of communication. Okay, is through the heart. So we got a King of Cups here, and the thing about the king is they're a king. Okay, so they're this could be an older person. I would say maybe around the age of 30, possibly. Doesn't have to be. But, if they're not older than they are, I would actually say between 30 and 40. Okay, that's what's coming up for me. But other than that, if they're not, the king symbolizes a mature individual, and so they're showing up as, like I said, having great emotional intelligence, and can most likely provide great emotional security. And also, has that intuition or perceptiveness to interpret, what may be going on with you. So I just feel like, this person has great regulation and a maturity about them. All right, what else do we have? Oh, I gotta cover this up. Okay. So we have Sekhmet, the wounded healer. So this is giving me more Cancer energy as well. So again, we have 2 cards kind of communicating Cancer. But with Sekhmet, I just feel like this person could be in the field of like behavioral health. They could be working for a nonprofit. They could be, I'm getting dentists. But other than that, I feel like their profession or primary focus in life is about uplifting people. So you might even see that they have a lot of inspirational posts or inspirational messages that they share out or something like that. So I just feel like this person is very motivating and caring. Okay. And ooh, we got separation. So 2 things with this. I feel like they could possibly be stepping out from a past relationship and be healing from that. But I don't get a sense of that they want that person back or that they're still hung up on them. I just feel like maybe their past influences them to where they had to do like maturing and healing for them to get to this king status or this king level. So I just feel like their most recent relationship or maybe just a very impactful relationship has influenced their maturity and, you know, where they're coming from. So like they've taken their wound and, you know, healed through it or learned some things and are just coming out as a better person. So I definitely feel that. The other thing coming up too is that they could really be into you. They could want to communicate a lot and just really like to spend time with you. So those are messages I get around the person. Let me see if I can tune in for anything else before we move on to like what the relationship will look like. I do feel like this person could possibly treat you more, like maybe put you on a pedestal a little bit, like admire you. I'm getting that from the king here because with the crown is sticking out to me. So I just feel like this person might admire you. It's something about your energy that they like. So like if they like the energy that you're coming up with. And what I mean by that is like if you're a woman or if you're a feminine individual, they could like that you are embodying that role so that they can fit in into your life or complement your energy, I guess. So yeah, I just feel like they're liking your energy that you're showing up in, the way that you carry yourself. I feel like this person likes to take their time. Okay, so, you know, if you're just meeting them or if you've already met them, but I just feel like they like for the connection to build slowly and genuinely. I do feel like they may text you slow, like at some points the conversation will be flowing, you know, back and forth really quickly, and then all of a sudden they'll start texting you a lot slower. So I just feel like that has to do with their level of empathy or emotional status, where, you know, some people, they can talk and socialize and all that all the time, but this person needs downtime to reconnect with themselves and kind of like be away from people. So I do feel like they could be I don't want to say a spontaneous texter, but it could be a little alarming where you're getting responses from them and then all of a sudden you're not. So I think that just has to do with them taking care of themselves. Other than that, yeah, they like to take their time with the connection and make sure that I feel like this person is well mannered. They want to make sure that they're being respectful. Okay, let's tune into the relationship. What can you tell me about the relationship? What does it look like? Okay, we got Page of Wands at the back of the deck. We also have the Emperor. Okay, so this person has no trouble taking the lead. And what I mean by that, so this, I feel like this is somebody who will ask your opinion and make sure that you guys are doing what you want to do. You know, they'll consider that, but they feel very sturdy in who they are. So I feel like they want the relationship to have more of a foundation as well. I'm really getting a lot of Cancer energy here, where they could be family oriented. And that's why we're getting this Emperor card here that tells me, you know, they're looking for some sort of stability with a person. Like they're not, yeah, they're being picky. They're being picky. They're not letting anybody in. They're not letting everybody in, I mean. With the Emperor, I feel like you guys match each other's temperaments, where you're both pretty level-headed. We also have Page of Wands here. So I feel like Remember I said like they have a social meter and then they just kind of retreat within themselves, basically. This Page of Wands tells me that the relationship looks like, you'll have your spontaneous moments. First of all, they are attracted to you. We do have wands. So they're attracted to you, but it's a page, so they're not super like lustful or anything like that. So I feel like they can control themselves. They have pretty good temperament and have a good head on their shoulders. But with the Page of Wands, I just feel like in terms of activities or things going out to do, I feel like it's very entry level. Like it could be, the regular date, dinner, movie, hiking type things. But not a lot because we do have Page. So I just feel like it's very casual, and they could have a good balance of going out and then also staying inside as well with this Page card. We do have Page of Swords underneath that at the back of the deck. So I feel like they enjoy conversation with you. I do feel like they could be a little protective over you. I feel like they value the things that you have to say. And they view you as someone very knowledgeable. I feel like they may be really interested in what you do for work. And just kind of like your passion, actually. Because I have a feeling that whatever you do for work, it could have to do with a passion. So like if you are a nurse, as an example, it don't have to be, but if you are a nurse and you're, most people don't want to talk about work outside of work, right? Because when you're off work, you don't want to talk about it. But you could be like a very passionate nurse where you're like, today I met this patient and they told me their life journey and it was so impactful and blah, 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 something like that. So if you're doing something that you love as a profession, they admire that and they really want to hear about how your day has been or what you're doing for that. Okay. Okay, what else can you tell me about their relationship? Hermit. Okay, I did say that. Yeah. Okay, Queen of Wands and Hermit. Okay, so there might be a little bit of conflict around. So with the Hermit card, like I said, there's a good balance between going out but also staying inside. But it's not just that. Remember, I talked about how they can communicate a lot and then all of a sudden they don't. So I feel like that might not be something that you like. Okay, because we have Queen of Wands at the back of the deck as well. So it could be that you would like a little bit more, like maybe you want to be a little bit more fast paced, you want more responses, you want more time together or something like that. So I feel like that could be a conflict with the Hermit where, yeah. Let's do one more card for them, please. Something else about the relationship. Four of Wands. Okay. And then we also have Three of Wands. All right. So Four of Wands tells me that this feels very playful. It feels very happy and genuine and just kind of casual. That's how I feel with that. And we also have Three of Wands, which tells me you guys like share a vision or share like values. Okay, so like if this person's like, yeah, I would like to have kids someday, you might be, yeah, me too. And they might be like, yeah, I'm looking to get married, and you might be, yeah, I'm looking for that too. Or I mean, it doesn't have to be that serious. It could just be like, yeah, I'm looking for something casual and just want to have fun. And then they can be like, yeah, I'm looking for that too. So whatever it is, I just feel like you guys are on the same page with the Three of Wands here. Okay. I do feel like your intimacy matches. So we have King of Cups again underneath over here. So I feel like your intimacy matches each other in the sense of they could be very sensual. And that feels good. Like, it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel objective based. I mean, like, it might, they might have certain goals when they're being intimate with you or whatever. But ultimately, it feels very sensual. It feels like they want to take their time and just kind of admire you. Yeah, this person feels very touchy-feely. All right, so let's go ahead and close out your reading. Where are my aftercare cards? So if you are new to my channel, I do aftercare cards at the end of every reading, just to help people process the information, just in case something was hard to hear. Oh, okay, so you got two. So you got two things to do for self-care, all right? So it says, create today's title. If today is a movie, what title would you give to it? Coffee date with best friend Sunday, pamper at the salon Friday, surprise my dog Wednesday. Be as creative as you can. Use this title as your guide throughout the day. All right. Say goodbye to multitasking. Instead of trying to do everything at once, concentrate on one thing today, whether you are talking to a friend on the phone or waiting in the supermarket queue. Give this moment your full attention without thinking about the next steps. All right. There you go. Those are some things to kind of help you with aftercare. Thanks for tuning into your reading. And if you feel called to another pile, that's totally cool too. Feel free to watch it. All right, moving on to pile 2. Okay. Okay, pile number 2. We're going to tune into your person. What are they like? Oh my gosh, y'all, we got the lovers. Okay, remember, I started out this video saying that I feel like love is in the air. Okay, so we have the lovers here. This is like such a good card to get. I feel like this person just matches with you very well. Okay, if you're in your divine feminine, then this person is in their divine masculine. If you're in your divine masculine, then this person is in their divine feminine. And so with the lovers, I just see you guys coming together very well for compatibility. Okay. What else do we have? Radical rebirth. So this card comes with a number 5. Okay. 5 is about change, transition. Again, we have radical rebirth here. This also symbolizes Sekhmet. So I feel like there's somebody showing up. I don't know if this is them or you. It could be them. But this person has gone, I feel like they've gone through a lot in their life, and some significant event has caused them to just elevate, to like they just had no choice but to upgrade their life and just be better and to be resilient and to pursue. So this person has great motivation, great ambition, great drive, okay? Leadership and fierceness. I feel that coming through. Okay. We also have the snake here, competition. So this person, I feel like they may, you might end up in a situation where they have to fight for your attention. I don't know if it's when you first meet them. So like if you meet them on a dating app, then it could be that you're talking to multiple people, and then they come through, and then you have to decide if they're worth continuing to talk to. Or it could be, you meet at a bar or something like that, and another person's already talking to you and they're trying to come up. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like there could be competition around you. I also feel that, again, with this radical rebirth, that they experienced something that made them just have to change and just mature. So I feel like this card is hinting at that as well, where it could be an ex situation where they just dealt with some drama. I just feel like they dealt with some drama and they had to like not stoop low to it and just kind of mature as a person and just kind of hold their standard up higher. And so I feel like with this Lovers card, you're like a breath of fresh air for them. Yeah, because you're nothing like they had before, I feel like. Okay. I feel like this person is. It's funny because I was about to say I feel like they're patient, but then I also feel like they're not. So it could be that they're patient with you, but with other things they're not. Okay, so that's funny. Um, okay, what can you tell me about this relationship? I feel I feel like they could be entranced by you or you entranced by them. I just feel like this snake charmer energy. Okay. Yeah, I put a spell on you, Nina Simone. So really quickly, if you have been intentionally trying to manifest somebody, then that could be this person coming towards you. Because like I said, yeah, Nina Simone, I put a spell on you, just came up. So it could be literal manifestation work, or it could just be, hinting at their feelings or your guys' feelings for each other, okay? So what else? Tell me more about the relationship. And your mind. Okay, so this person doesn't play about you. I did get that with the snake card where I said that they could be in competition for you, but if they're not in competition, they can still see it that way. They could be somebody that wants to like fight for you every day. Like even though let's say you guys are official, like, you're together, they still feel like they have to prove that you should stay with them. So like they're continuously showing up and proving why you guys should be together, I guess. So they feel like either they're competing against other people or they're competing against like themselves to like keep you. So that's pretty interesting. All right. What else about the relationship? Page of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Cups. So I'm going to start with the Three of Cups because I like this. This is like a gold chalice. I just feel like you guys have fun together. I feel like this person feels like they like to go out a lot, or they like to be seen, or they are seen. So they could do work where they have to talk to people and network, or maybe they're on social media or something for a living. I don't know. But I just feel like they like to go out or be seen, and they like maybe, and I feel like you like that as well because we have Three of Cups. So I just see you guys being together, being viewed a lot. So okay. And then we have Page of Pentacles. So this does feel like a new connection. What else do you want to say? Page of Pentacles. I feel like this person isn't super romantic. So I feel like they're not super romantic, but so I feel like their love language could be acts of service. And that's why you could be, going out or being viewed, doing something out together often, is because they could be, okay, I feel like this person may travel or just like to be outside. They like to be doing something. So it's actually giving me a little, like, Aries is coming up. Sagittarius is also coming up. Maybe Taurus. What else? We have manifestation. So again, this could have been somebody that you were manifesting, or they could have been manifesting you. And that's why I really love that Lovers card that came up, is because I feel like you guys aligned and you match. We do have 9, the number 9. So I feel like you guys are both like sufficient on your own. Like, you might have I don't know, I just feel like you guys have your stuff together, or you have an independence about you. And then coming together just kind of makes things better. So it's like, I feel like there isn't like a codependency here, because you both have your own independence. So that's cool. But you can create together though, right? Okay, so If you're new here, I do aftercare cards for readings, just in case there was some hard information to take in. Some of them are affirmations, some of them are things to do. I'll give you a quick card. Okay, so for your self-care, say goodbye to multitasking. Instead of trying to do everything at once, concentrate on one thing today, whether you are talking to a friend on the phone or waiting in the supermarket queue. Give this moment your full attention without thinking about the next steps. Art of letting go. When you're often doubting yourself or constantly engaging in negative self-talk, it's time for you to let go. Acknowledge your feelings and thoughts and let them go freely, like cars passing by. Remember that you're human, you make mistakes, and that's okay. Instead, look into the present moment. What can you do right now that is a step toward living your life to the fullest? Okay. All right. Thank you for tuning into your reading. Take care. All right. Pile number 3. Okay. I just heard the jumping music, slick DJ, fog machines, and laser rays. Look out, weekend, 'cause here I come. Because weekends were made for fun. Okay, so you could be into like techno or whatever that was. Or they could be, it could be possible that you guys meet over a weekend somewhere, like a weekend getaway, fun trip, or some sort of rave club or something like that. Or some sort of throwbacks thing, because that is an older song. Okay, so we got Knight of Wands as the person coming towards you. Knight of Swords, excuse me. Knight of Swords. Okay, so this could be a younger individual. They don't have to be. But I am getting like 20s. But again, they don't have to be. Okay, so Knight of Swords. I'm picking up on Gemini. So Swords energy is the air element, so it could be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. They don't have to be. They could just have, any of those placements in their chart. But I'm picking up on Gemini here, though. I feel like this person is... I feel like this person likes to talk back, and that's probably why I'm picking up on Gemini. But they like to talk back, they like to challenge, they like to poke and be witty. Okay. They might also like to dress nice as well. Okay. They could write poetry or do some sort of writing. Stories. Manga, something. It seems like they could write something. Illustrate, perhaps. Okay. So we got Long Bubby Susie, Shame. Interesting. And then we have 2 cards here. Healthy Choices and Girls Talk. Why do we have the Shame card here? Oh, this is interesting. Why do we have the Shame card? Okay, so I feel like this person could come from a different culture, and so they may prioritize like modesty or a certain way of dressing. Let me get into it. Why do we have the Shame card? Justice. Okay, so they really care about like the way that you present yourself, or the way that you're dressed, or the way that they present themselves. I feel like for both of you, they care about appearances. So I feel like if they're coming from a different culture, or if they're coming from a culture where it's important to present yourself a certain way, to have certain things covered, or something like that. I can see that coming through. But with the Justice card, I feel like one, they want you to look nice. They like to look nice. So I don't think it's a full on like trophy wife type of thing, but I just feel like, they have a certain expectation of appearance or manners as well. So not just appearance, manners. Okay, they want somebody or to interact with somebody that carries themselves a certain way, that has certain values, but it also is nice. Okay, they don't want a mean person. They want somebody who knows how to have fun but also be serious. They want a good balance of beauty but not vain. Okay, stuff like that. They also want somebody secure, and what I mean by that is confident. They want a confident person, but not a super big ego. Okay, so like I said, justice here. They want a pretty good balance of stuff. They feel kind of picky to me, to be honest. And I mean that they know what they like, so that's all that is. But yeah, I feel like there was something else I was supposed to say. Yeah, they just like a person that carries themselves or presents themselves respectfully. But I don't see this as, I feel like this is more casual. Because we do have girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single. And then we also have healthy choices. Okay, so I feel like this person could be more of like a fling type of thing. So if you're interested in a fling, that's fine, but I wouldn't expect to get anything else out of them. Okay? So this is one of those things where like, hey, do what you're going to do, but probably try not to catch feelings. All right? Make sure that you're carrying yourself respectfully, not letting them take advantage of you, putting yourself first here. Okay? Yeah. All right, what else about this connection? I feel like they could be very charming and persuasive. Okay, what else about this relationship? Six of Cups. Okay. King of Wands. Yeah. So, with Six of Cups, I feel like they can, like I said, they feel very persuasive, friendly, witty. So they have a way with words. They're charming. And so that could maybe feel like you guys connect. I feel like you connect, and maybe you're in the same age group, so you start talking about things from your generation, TV shows or something like that. You might have similar humor. So I feel like you guys connect well and are very playful, have really good banter, okay? But also we have King of Wands here at the back of the deck, okay? So that tells me that this person, honestly, they feel very flighty to me, all right? They feel like they're just going with the flow of life and just want to have fun. I feel like there is a seriousness to them, but I don't see them showing it to you. Okay. This person, I don't think it has anything to do with you. It's just more that they're used to being independent. Okay, King of Wands is very ambitious, follows they just do kind of what they want to do. If they have a desire for something, then they're like, if they wake up one day and they're like, I could go for some ice cream, they're going to get up and go for some ice cream. Okay, so this person just feels like they're used to making decisions for themselves and doing that and just kind of moving more independently. And that's why I just feel like that could end up being a little more, they could be coming off as selfish when it comes to you and sometimes. And so I feel like it's really important to make sure that you are honoring yourself. Okay? So, all right. Anything else? Let's check in. What will the relationship look like? What does a relationship look like? Six of Cups, Seven of Wands. Okay, there could be some hardships here. So like I said, So you did get Six of Cups again, which tells me that the communication or feelings, the connection overall between you two is very playful and fun and nostalgic. But ultimately, right next to that, we do have Seven of Wands. So I feel like sometimes it can feel very challenging. Why is that? Why is that? Yeah, so sometimes it can feel like an uphill battle. I feel like, okay, so it could feel like an uphill battle because you might be trying to get your way with them or trying to like ask them to do something. And like I said, they can come off as self-centered or selfish sometimes because they're used to doing what they want to do. So yeah, that's why it feels like it can be an uphill battle with them. What else do you want to say about that? Yep. We got stabbed in the back. Okay. So I would just say, hey, if you want to have fun with this person, have fun with them, but protect yourself. Be careful. Don't expect them to be super, like, truthful or outright with information. Just that's just how I see it. Okay. But I also do feel like with this, uphill battle with trying to get your way, I just feel like it's going to be more draining for you than them because they just feel very unyielding. So I'll just leave you with, hey, protect your peace. All right. All right. So at the end of each reading, I do a self-care card to help you process information or just to take as a tool with you. So why do you think everybody keeps getting two? All right. So the first one is dance it out. Play your favorite song and let the beat guide you. Move your body without thinking and how you look. Give in to the music. Shake your arms, sway your hips, do funny moves, express yourself with movement. Dance it out and have fun. Okay? To simply be. So just exist. Just be present. All right. All right, so that was your reading. Check out the comments or drop in the comments if anything resonated with you because I'd love for the feedback. And good luck on your journey.